If you've been wanting to get into Black romance and you haven't found what you're looking for, this video may be for you. I've picked 5 books by 5 different indie authors that I think may just help you enter into your Black romance era. Welcome back to Reading Sprints and Chai Sips. I'm your girl Sasha Bonay, and I've chosen 5 different Black authors, indie, that I think would be great gateways into Black romance if you are looking to get into it. I have read all of these. I have given all of these books 5 stars when I read them initially. I've only reread one of them since I read them for the first time. So let's get into it. First is Mel Dow, and this is Melvin's daughter. That's her pen name. I love Mel Dow. I've met her twice now. Is it twice? I think it's twice. Yes. I've met her twice now, and I follow her on Instagram and on TikTok. She is a phenomenal author. She is also funny. She's funny as hell. But my choice is You. I love this book. This book also has autistic representation with our FMC, and it's funny. And that's another thing about Mel Dow. I myself do not like books that state that they're funny, because when a book tells you that it's funny, you're looking for it to be funny, and everybody's humor isn't the same. But across the board, if you ask anyone who actually reads Mel Dow, they'll tell you she's funny as fuck. And it's funny, and I love the back and forth between Covina and Jasper and her father and her friends and her grandma. I just love it. I love it. If you want something that's funny, it still has a bit of spice in it, but that is caring, I think this one would be for you. Next is Be Love. I've read so many books by this author. She is also one of those she's also one of those authors where you never know what you're going to get, and this one is called Mr. Librarian. And in this series, you have a plethora of different occupations. You have teachers, you have lawyers, sommeliers, jewelers. It's just so much. And in this one, we have a MMC who is a Black librarian, all Black literature, and the only one, I believe, in their city or town. And this book I would suggest for those who may think they like a little bit of urban fiction with their reading. This gives you a little sprinkle, just a little dab, not much, but it is entertaining, and you really don't know what's going on. And we have Khalil, who is the librarian, and we have Honey, who's going through a different time in her life. She restores books. And again, occupations in indie romance and indie books, period, is always top tier. A book restorer. I have not read one of those before, and I read it in this book. Next, we have Higher Love by Alexandria House. The covers have changed on these. This is a 3-book series, and this series is called Love After. And in this one, you have our FMC who is going through a breakup because she finds out some diabolical information about her fiance, and she's a travel blogger, yes. She's a travel blogger, and our MMC is, I believe he owns either an airline or something to do in aviation. And Greer and Derek hit it off. This one is for those who do not mind the real world entering into their literature, because I know there's a lot of people that say things like, I don't want Facebook, I don't want YouTube, I don't want any of those kind of things in my reading. If you don't want any of those things in your reading, this will not be for you. There's also another book, I believe, in this series or in Alexandria House's books where one of her FMCs is a YouTuber, a natural hair care YouTuber, and I thought that was so real because that is the world that we live in right now, right? You're watching me here on YouTube. Yeah, so this one is for those that don't mind the real world entering into their reading, social media, and other things. And again, I enjoyed this book so much. Next, we have Saint by Lakia. And this book is just so wholesome. This book follows Saint, who is on his way to becoming a basketball star in college. However, he gets held up and blamed for a crime that he did not commit and sent to jail. When he comes out, he realizes that his life, everyone in his life kept going except for his brother. His brother has waited for him and will help take care of him. But the girlfriend he had when he went in doesn't want him anymore because she can't get close to his brother or his money or his family's money. And he realizes his brother and sister-in-law are no longer together. And he finds a girl who also is going through some horrible things right now. She's pregnant and she has a pregnancy. Some health things are going wrong with her pregnancy. And they just bond and they just become really, really good friends. And he doesn't let anyone knock him off of his square of just being a good person and a good friend to her. And this book has its very, very sweet moments all the way through when it comes to Saint. He's a good friend. He's a good provider. He becomes a good boyfriend and a good husband. He's the type of man who just wants to do right. And I don't know. I love this book. This book was so good. And I'm also going to say it's not only about Saint, it's also about Bishop, his brother. And I love Bishop. His brother Bishop gives the comedy to this book because Bishop is off the hook. But this is another one. It does have a little bit of urban fiction in it, but not really when it comes to Saint. When it comes to Bishop, yes, but not when it comes to Saint. He is a level-headed, just a golden retriever boyfriend, and I loved him in this. Last but definitely not least is No Holds Barred by Stephanie Nicole Norris. And this is the first, again, in a long line of books in this series. And the series is In the Heart of a Valentine. And the 6 books that follow the septuplets are great. Their mom had actually, I want to say 7 boys, I believe, and 1 passed at birth, and now there's only 6 left. And you follow those 6 men and their women into finding love with each other, and they all are millionaires. They all have money, and the women that they get with are all boss bitches. They're not saying, no, I don't want your money. They're saying, I'll take your money, but I also have my own. And I love that because in No Holds Barred, so you have Hunter, who is the CEO of an energy corporation, whatever that means. And then you have Camilla, who is an anchor at a news station. And she just moved into Chicago and she's looking for a new start because she broke up with her ex-fiance because he was a little bit abusive and her parents didn't give a hot goddamn. So you see these 2 powerhouses, they meet and he doesn't want anyone but her. And I ate this up. And all the rest of the books also in that series. So yeah, those are the 5 books and the 5 authors I would recommend to you to get your feet wet in Black romance. Black romance, I eat it up. Every month I read Black romance. It's one of my favorite genres, and I wish nothing but Black romance on all of you as well in your books. It's just a different level of entertainment, of knowledge, of writing, of culture. I enjoy it. And I hope you do too. And if you made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And in the comments, let me know if you've read any of these authors, these books, if you agree or disagree with my recommendations as a stack to get your feet wet in Black romance. But also, let me know what is your favorite Black romance book that you've read. And that's it for me. I will definitely see you in the next one. Bye.